Good evening. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Betslip from the boys here at Lost the Dressing Room. I'm joined by Michael, Chris, and Kyle this evening. Good evening, lads.
Evening.
Bit of a change this week. We're not actually going to review the last round of fixtures. There's nil need to do that, and it'll make you all sick to your stomachs. So we're not going to do that today. No, I'm only messing. We'll start off with crew. Pathetic. Kyle, remind us who you picked.
Yeah, so we're going to start with the only positive and then meander through.
Yeah, pretty much.
The rest of it. Right, I see. Excellent. So I had Bolton, and they...
Did they win?
Let's find out. They gave me my roughest ride so far. They were 1-0 down for a period of time. They made it 1-1. And then I believe a message landed in the WhatsApp group, which was the first I realised there'd been a third goal in that game. But to who, I heard people ask. And I went to Chris's message, which said, "Sake, Bolton are winning." So I won again. That makes 4 for 4, 100% record. This is probably the best I've ever done.
In life or at betting, or?
I would say it's level with having 2 children, yes.
Michael, remind us of your selection and the result, please.
I picked Southend, and as I often do, it seems it finished 0-0. Again, another boring game. There might have been 2 shots on target in this game, though, unlike the Leyton Orient game, which I predicted last time.
You're spoiling us with all this excitement.
I seem to have this knack of picking these really, really boring games. So, if only I was man enough to bet on a 0-0 draw, I might actually get somewhere. But I just can't bring myself to do it. But whoever I pick this week, get ready for a 0-0.
Will do. Finally, lastly but not least, Christopher, remind us of your selection and the result, please.
I was confident beforehand. I said, the Cowleys haven't lost. They haven't even dropped a point as Portsmouth managers until last Saturday when Burton turned up and turned them over. So, Burton won 2-1, a defeat for me on the Betslip, and gutted. I was really quite quietly confident with that one. I thought, surely not. But, it's the way it is. So, on to better things, and it wasn't as bad as losing 6-0 at home.
It wasn't, no. Rob? As I say, we've covered that. No, we've covered it. One word, pathetic. We don't need to go into crew any further.
That's true. That's on the travel brochure.
Yeah. Did you go down on the road?
Let's be nice.
Rob? Did you? Just imagine Rob storming out the house at half-time.
Right. I'll be having words. Just over the fence. Absolutely terrible.
Bursts into the team talk. Throws bottle.
Yeah.
Crew go on to
lose. So we're not going to linger on last week's results.
Just where are we currently then with people's results? Just so we know. I mean, let's ignore fucking Kyle. I mean, we have to edit that.
There's a beep.
There's a beep.
Look at me. I've been really good not swearing. And then look, Chris comes along. Boom.
Who hasn't sworn yet on this? Is it just me and Kyle?
Yeah.
These two shockers.
And to be fair, if you had to bet on that at the start of this series, you would have been betting on me to swear first.
I mean, my selection lost 6-0 and I haven't sworn.
You did on the day.
Yeah.
You did on the day.
On the day. Yeah. Beep, sake, beeping this, beeping that. But yeah, it's a good point, that, Chris. I'll put the table up at the end of this video so everyone can see where we're at so far after how many games played. So yeah, we'll get that. We'll put that on as well. Moving on then to the next round of fixtures. Let's start with Kyle. Let's get the winner out of the way. Come on, lad. Who have you gone for?
Yeah, well, I said this. I think Chris mentioned that I said this before the last set of games, that runs have to come to an end, and Portsmouth did. I'm backing them to get back on it this weekend. They're away from home. They're definitely playing a team away from home. They used to have a good team. I liked Sully Muntari when he played. Why not? Portsmouth.
So you're back in Portsmouth because they're playing
who
a
they
team.
got?
You're not sure who they're playing, and you like
Can't
Portsmouth
remember.
because they had a player about 10 years ago that used to rate.
Yeah, I can't remember who they're playing. I did pick them. MK, is it MK Dons?
I think it's
No.
MK Dons, yeah.
Is it?
MK
Yes! That's another
I
win
was
for
gonna
me.
say,
That's
just-
5 in the bank.
They're not playing a team, they're playing a franchise, let's be fair.
Is this another one like the Crawley? I just don't like MK Dons. I just don't like them.
To be fair,
With this one, I know Rob will back me up.
I'm not a big fan of MK Dons, to be fair.
Yeah, but whoever Rob backs loses, so don't worry about that.
That's true.
Yeah, I heard a couple of weeks ago that MK Dons had like the third highest possession out of any teams in Europe this season. Doesn't mean they're good. Possession doesn't mean anything. But just, I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, we don't need
Yeah.
possession, do you? You just hoof the ball along, don't you, like the Cowleys do, and you're in on goal,
Apart from against Burton.
apart from against Burton.
Timing is everything. So yes, Portsmouth. for
So
me.
Portsmouth's at Cal selection. Michael, who are you going for?
Yeah, so this week's 0-0 is going to be Charlton against Ipswich. I am backing Charlton. I think Adkins has done a really good job since he's been there. Obviously, they beat Sunderland last time out away from home, which was a cracking result for them. And in general, their home form is really good. Ipswich, on the other hand, struggle away from home, struggle quite a lot, and they don't score a lot of goals either, whereas Charlton do score quite a few. So I'm hoping that there at least be one goal. Please, for the love of God, be one goal in this game. But yeah,
Hopefully.
Charlton to win at home.
Can we just say we hope that goal is for Charlton as well? No.
Definitely for Charlton, but I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm going to lose, if it's 4-0, at least there's been entertainment.
Right. Okay.
That's what you want from a tipster.
We're going to put our own money on this selection as we always do. I can tell from Mike's optimism there that other people aren't going to put money on this.
I'm definitely going to put money on Charlton. I think a 23-20 on William Hill, which is obviously who we've been using for the Betslip. So definitely be putting my money on it.
Fair enough. That's better. More optimism, more confidence. Finally, Mr. Confidence, Chris Bell. Who's your banker this week?
I'm not going to lie. I went with a bit of a hunch looking at the fixtures, and I've since researched that hunch and really wish I hadn't.
Okay.
Because I've gone for Morecambe, who are at home to Oldham Athletic in League Two, going well in fourth. Obviously got a good win, I think last night against Scunthorpe 4-1 at home. So right, they can carry that on. However, Oldham have won the last 2 games on the bounce and have scored 9 goals in the process. So this might be a bit more of a close game than I first anticipated. And the bookies have it down as evens for Morecambe. So, by my standards, it's a bit of a risky one. Yeah, so to be fair, Morecambe having a remarkable season, always a side that's tipped to be fighting to stay in League Two, to be honest. And this season, I'll say, currently going on in fourth, 4 points off the automatic promotion spots, but hoping that they can get themselves a win over the Latics. But yeah, I'd say, having researched it after I made the hunch, I'm a little less confident than I was, but we'll go with it.
Just go with the hunch.
Yeah, I can relate to that, Chris, because say I backed Crawley because they'd run good run of form at home. I didn't look at Port Vale. I think they'd won the last 3, hadn't they, at the time, and that ended well. So fingers crossed there, Chris.
Yeah.
So to complete the fourfold, my selection is going to be Watford away at Luton. Bit of a local derby, I believe. I just feel like Watford, they're up there, they're second in the table. They possibly could even finish top because I think Norwich have been throwing away a few results in there. I think they drew 1-1 with Blackburn, drew 1-1 with Preston. 2 late goals, late equalisers, whereas Watford seem to be just grinding out the win still. So I'm optimistic this week. Hopefully they'll, complete the fourfold and we'll all be quids in.
Yeah, the overall odds, though, let's be honest, let's get this bit out of the way, aren't quite as high as they have been. This seems to be the most favourites we've picked.
Yeah.
So,
But I say that just implies that the bookies agree with us that our selections are going to win. So
yeah, I think it was coming out just under 20-1 for the fourfold, which is still, a very good return.
Is that pre-boost or post-boost?
Yeah, so it was 19.68 to 1 pre-boost, and I think 22 point something to 1 post-boost.
It's not bad. It's not bad, though.
And of course, as Kyle would probably remind folks, but I'll do it for him, Bet365, they pay out if your game goes 2-0 up. So
yeah,
that might
worry about that with Mike involved, though.
Yeah.
No, that game's not going 2-0 either way.
I'm just trying to think if I've ever been 2-0 up. Sunderland won 3-1, didn't they, in one of my games?
Yes.
Does that count if you just got a 2-goal lead?
It is by, as far as I'm aware, it's by 2 clear goals. If they go 2 goals up, then you get the early payout for it. So it's worth it. I mean, I'm splitting my money this week. I'm going to go for all 4, and then I'm going to put mine on to win, Mike's for 0-0, and then the other 2 teams against you. So
what's that going to get you? About evens?
Probably the one that's going to win.
Yeah, they say, sod the rest of you now. I've got to start thinking of this bank balance.
Yeah.
I've got to get a big fence between a couple of new houses that are being built.
Yeah, that's the story for another day.
It is.
So, as I say, we'll put the table up at the end of this video along with the bet slip with your odds on there. As I say, it is worth shopping around, looking at different betting sites, seeing what offers what you can get for your money. So yeah, we'll round up this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Give us a follow on Twitter, like us on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, hopefully next time we're on here, we're going to do a new feature video. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers.